Disneyland just released a lot of the countdown to the 70th merchandise just yesterday. So I'm going to start at World of Disney today. So let's go into the store and check out the new merchandise, and let's go have some fun in the parks today. So far, there's been a lot of negative feedback about the new merchandise. I think it needs to be distinguished that this is just the countdown to the 70th merchandise. It's not the official 70th merchandise. That'll be coming out later from what I understand. So there will be more Spirit jerseys and everything. I think it's important to understand too and keep in mind that all clothing is subjective. It's not objectively bad. A lot of people don't like what's come out, but you know, don't always yuck somebody's yum. There's people out there, I'm sure, that'll like it and like the style and the coloring of it. We're still gonna check it out in person because I haven't seen it yet. I saw some pictures online, but I haven't looked at everything. But I'd like to check it out in person for sure. So let's start at World of Disney this morning. It's beautiful out right now. It's about 71 degrees. It feels very warm though. It's nice. There's a nice cool breeze that keeps it cool right now. It's just a really nice spring day at Disneyland. So I feel very grateful to be here today. I'm gonna walk to downtown Disney right here just to start at World of Disney. I'm just crossing through the Esplanade now. So let's go check out the merchandise. I'm gonna remain optimistic about it. We'll see it in person. The Eggstravaganza is now available for 2025. It's just a little Easter egg hunt. You walk through the parks and through downtown Disney and you find different Easter eggs. They're usually up above you on the buildings. Some are kind of slightly hidden out of view. But yeah, you find all the eggs and then you get a redemption prize at the end. Last year, I think it was $9.99 to do this. It's probably the same price for this year too. All right, so I found everything in World of Disney here, and my first impression is it's not too bad. The colors aren't for everybody. I mean, all clothing, like I said, is subjective. Some people will like it, some people won't like it, but people have been saying horrible things about it online. I don't think it's so bad. I like some of it. Let's check it out, each individual item. Let's look at them. This is the Corksicle for Disneyland 70th. They might have other Corksicles come out once the 70th actually starts. Like I said, this is just the countdown collection. So it's counting down to the 70th celebration that starts in May, actually. This is pretty nice. $44.99. I like Mickey on there. Not my favorite colors personally, but I could see how some people would like that Corksicle. I do like this lug bag. Disney's been doing a lot of lug bags lately, and I like that. I like the purple stitching of the Mickeys and the texture up on the upper half of it, and I like the front. The cute little ears are nice too. It's a nice touch. And there's a look at the back with Mickey on it. They don't have a price on this, but lug bags are usually around $60, so I believe this one's $60. I found one with a price tag. That lug bag is $65 actually. Here's a black Mickey t-shirt for $39.99. I like the gradient of colors, and I especially like the blue ringer collar on that. That's a nice collar actually. It's just a regular classic cut t-shirt. It's nice though, I like that. And nothing on the back of that t-shirt. This t-shirt is $49.99 for some reason. I'm surprised the t-shirt is so expensive, but I do like the D on the front, and I like the color of it, and I like this little tag they have down here actually. And it does have some fake jewels slash gemstones sewn in to give it a little three-dimensional texture to it. I like that. I do like this jumbo pin a lot. I really like how sparkly it is. It's hard to tell, but they put sparkles in with the cloisonne there. You can kind of see it shimmer a little bit. It's very sparkly and nice. I like the colors of Mickey there. The coolest part about this pin is it does have a little countdown there. It's hard to change the numbers. You have to pull it off to change the numbers, but you have a countdown to the 70th and you can change the number each day. That's really fun. That's very clever, and I like that a lot. This is $49.99 since it's a jumbo pin. Here's a look at another little Mickey pin. I like the black on that, and I really like the sparkles. I like the color scheme. It's not for everybody, but this is a nice color scheme actually. That is $19.99. For $79.99, this is the Disneyland Spirit jersey here. It's a nice tie-dye. I think that's a really unique look to have the black tie-dye. It's almost acid washed, then dyed. It's really nice how it's black actually. And there's Mickey on the bottom there. There's another Spirit jersey that'll be coming out with the actual 70th stuff because they released pictures of that, but that one's not here yet, not with the countdown collection at least. There's a look at the front of that one. It's got a nice 70 with a little castle logo on the front too. I do love the tie-dye. I'm just a big tie-dye guy, so I enjoy this one. This is definitely my favorite one so far. This is a Magic Key Holder exclusive one for $39.99. I love the colors. I love that tealish blue, that turquoise. It's a really nice color actually. And I like Mickey on the front, and the 70th logo is actually kind of cool. I'm into it. And the sleeve has the Magic Key logo there, signifying that it is for Magic Key holders only. This is one of the Magic Key holder only pins with Mickey on it. It says 55 to 25, celebrating the 70th year. And it also says Magic Key Disneyland Resort at the bottom. It's got both logos on it. And those Magic Key pins are $19.99. I believe this Loungefly, this Stitch one with Scrump on it, might be new-ish. I don't recall seeing it. The one to the left here is one of my favorite of all time. I know this one's been in stock and it's an older one. It's not new, but I like both of these. They have so much Stitch stuff in this store. If you are a fan of Stitch, definitely come to World of Disney. I think Stitch is a really popular character for merchandise, and I love Stitch, so I'm into it. But yeah, this is a good place to come. They have tons of Stitch stuff here. Here's a look at the detail of that bag. I love the color. I really like that coral color paired with the teals and the blue. It's really nice. And both of these bags are $80. I love the coral straps on the back there too. This is a nice tank top. If you like wearing tank tops on a hotter day, it says no bad days, aloha, chillin'. I really like that, and Stitch looks adorable on there. And it's got some embroidered stitched on flowers as well, which is a cute touch. Nothing on the back of that one, but it is $31.99. I'm gonna take a look at 5 new mugs that they got in stock here at World of Disney too. This one's really cool. I like Genie a lot. It's not ergonomically friendly though. It'd be very hard to drink out of. It's wide on the bottom and very narrow at the top. That's the only problem. And that Genie mug is $24.99. This is also $24.99. It's Yzma with her little poison. I love that. That one is cool. Very, very cool. If you're a fan of Groot, this one comes with a little Groot spoon also. This is really cute with the fake wood grain. It says, I am Groot. It is $24.99, and I love the texture of the handle, how it's like wood there. Very cool. And look at that spoon. That spoon is absolutely adorable. I love Lady and the Tramp. I think it's one of the cutest movies ever made. And this is super cute. You have Lady on one side. You have a nice ceramic spoon there with some paw prints on the top. And they are sharing their spaghetti dinner. Let me turn it around here. Look at that. Look at Tramp right there. That is so cute. Very adorable. This is one of my favorite mugs now. I love this. And that is $24.99 for that Lady and the Tramp mug. Going through life like, and I love his little wonky eyes. Hey Hey is such a cute character. And what makes it even better, you get a little Pua spoon right there. How cute is that? It's a very nice seafoam green color on the inside and on the handle. It's really cute. Hey Hey and Pua, you can't go wrong with that. They're two of the cutest characters. And the other side of that says Hey Hey. $24.99 for that Hey Hey and Pua mug. This has to be one of the cutest little hoodies I've ever seen. They only make this for kids, but they should make it for adults. But he's like a little plush sewn onto the hoodie. And I love Stitch's ears. They're kind of floppy on the edges. He's very cute, and his nose is very plush too. They have so much Winnie the Pooh stuff right now, so if you're a Winnie the Pooh fan, definitely come to World of Disney. There's so much merchandise that they have here. It's very cute too. Everything that they have has a really nice look to it. I love Winnie the Pooh, but there's often not enough merchandise outside of Pooh Corner, so it's good to see it here now too. This Loungefly is more simple, but it's beautiful. It's got like an opalescent rainbow kind of look to it. It's very nice when the light hits it. It's really, really cute, and I love the Mickeys all over it. Like I said, simplistic, but very classy. I like that one. This merchandise isn't new necessarily, but I had to highlight it because it's so cute. This is $34.99. It says, feels good to be home. I love that sentiment, and I love the color, how it's like a tie-dyed white with pink. It's very nice, and I must have missed these ones coming out. These Small World ears are adorable. I love Small World. I'm a big fan of Mary Blair and Small World in general. I love the ride. These are $34.99, and the sequins bow is very sparkly. And I love how they put the little clock face as the centerpiece, and it's got some very cute characters all along the ears. It's very, very adorable. I love the colors. I just love these ears. These are one of my favorite pair of ears right now. And for $44.99, you can get this corksicle for Small World. That is so cute. It's got ways to say hello and goodbye in different languages. I love that. Wow, and it actually sparkles too. It's got a really nice sparkle to it. I love how the aloha is big and centered right there. That is very cute. Dang, that's a really nice corksicle. Speaking of Hey Hey, do I need this little Hey Hey shoulder buddy? I just think he's so funny. I only have one other shoulder buddy, the Figment one. These are $24.99. I think I might buy him. I really like him a lot. He's very adorable. He's so funny and silly looking. I just love that. I just feel like walking around with this would bring people joy, because it always brings me joy when I see him sitting on people's shoulders. So I'm glad we got to take a look at all that countdown to the 70th merch. I don't think it's all that bad. I can see why it's getting some flack online. I can see why it's deserving of some negative feedback, but I don't think it's terrible. I saw one post and someone said it's absolutely disgusting that Disney would do this. Like, they were serious too, so I think people are being a little dramatic. It might not be for everyone, but I kind of like the Spirit jersey, and I like that t-shirt too. I'd consider buying those. I'm just not a big Spirit jersey guy. If those end up at Company D, I'll definitely buy it. So hopefully people do hate it. That way it'll end up at Company D and I can get it for a very steep discount. I went to Company D this morning, so I'll show you guys what I got at the end of this video too. I got 2 really cool Spirit jerseys. One of them was only $14.99 for a Spirit jersey, but I'm glad we took a look at it. I think it's not that bad. I don't think it's deserving of all the negative feedback that it's getting. It's not for everybody, but you know, at least they're trying. At least Disney put out something to celebrate the 70th so far. I have to get lunch. I am very hungry, so let's head into Disneyland and we're gonna grab some lunch. I think I'm gonna go to Red Rose Tavern. Today is my lucky day. Every once in a while in the afternoon, they'll bring out one of the horses and you can't pet them on the face, but you can pet them on the shoulder and you can take pictures with them. And oh, it's just so cute. It's very, very special. That looks like it might be their new horse, Mindy, that's out. Maybe she's doing some sensitivity training. Let's go see who it is though. I should have known that was Chief and not Mindy, but I couldn't see his backside. And the way I can tell that it's Chief is because Chief has a chopped tail. That's just my little trick to remember his name. I kind of have tricks to remember each of the horses because there's almost 20 of them and I like to be able to know their names before I have to look. But that was such a cool experience to be able to meet him. I have met him before. It's nice to be able to pet them and get some pictures with them. It's really special that Disney offers that. It's very random. It just happens at random intervals. You never know when it's going to happen. If you ask a cast member, they're not even sure when it's going to happen usually. It's just sometimes in the afternoons next to the fire station. I love animals, so I think that's a really magical experience that they make for the guests. I just think that's so fun. There has been a change of plans also. The item that I want to order is not available until after 4 p.m. at Red Rose Tavern. It's on their late night menu, so it's only on their dinner menu. So we'll head to Red Rose Tavern later for dinner. Right now I'll just hang out at the DVC lounge and eat my snacks that I have. R2-D2, Chewie, and Ray are all out. This is a really good day on Batuu. I decided just to stretch my legs and get a little steps in. There they go. I love when you get to see R2 because it's pretty rare. Bye, Ray. Chewie's out here too. She was just calling to him, so apparently he's supposed to be going on a mission or something soon. Bye, Ray. It was funny, she waved at me. All right, here comes Chewie. Maybe I can get a high five or something from him on his way out here. I don't think he's gonna look this way, but it's still cool to see him. Bye, Chewie. There he goes. There are 2 brand new character bags. I found these at the Emporium on Main Street. These are $44.99. I think these character bags are fun and they hold a lot of stuff. This one's the new Goofy one here. And it says Disneyland Resort on the back. And there's one other one. Let me show you. And this is the other Pluto one. This is really fun. His ears are like attached so they can flop around. How fun is that? I like that little touch. That's pretty cool. And his tongue too. Look at his little floppy tongue. Isn't that hilarious? I love his floppy tongue. And the back of that one says Disneyland Resort in black ink. That's a nice bag. If you come to the Emporium on Main Street, they're running a deal. I think this deal is in a lot of stores, but if you get 2 t-shirts, they're $25 each instead of $30. So that's a good deal. There's lots of good shirts here too. Plenty of shirts you can choose from. This red t-shirt's really cute. I love the marquee there. The marquee is very popular. I'm surprised these are 25 bucks if you buy 2 of them. I like the Disneyland logo with the castle there. 2 different versions of the castle, which is nice. And these spring Easter shirts are also part of that deal. These are very adorable. $25 is a really good deal considering they are now charging up to $49.99 for t-shirts. And I love this Pluto spring one. That one's really cute. He's just pouncing around in the flowers down there. Or you can go with a more classic one like that with just the Disneyland logo and the Sorcerer Mickey hat. It was supposed to be like 78 degrees today, and I thought it'd be a lot warmer. It's already 70 degrees and it's only 3 o'clock, and there's kind of like a little marine layer that's coming on. You can feel like an onshore breeze coming from the ocean to Disneyland, and it's very cool. It's perfect weather, and it's gonna drop down to the 60s this week too, so a little bit of cool weather before the spring heat kicks in. I came to Pooh Corner just to find this new Tigger hat that they have. It's adorable. I think it's really silly and really cute. My favorite part is the tail on the back though. That is so cute. How fun is that? His nose is very plush too. It's pretty funny. And that is $29.99 for that hat. It's kind of breathable though, because it has a mesh back, which is kind of a nice touch. It's a good hat for summer because it's a little breathable. I'm just trying to get my steps in. 10,000 steps at Disneyland is so much easier and just feels a lot shorter than doing 10,000 steps in the gym. I hate just being in the gym. It's annoying after a while. So I'm just gonna get some steps in and head over to California Adventure. Just mosey around there for a little bit. Disney Junior just had its last show the other day. I'm surprised. So this is no longer a stage show for kids anymore. I miss when it was the old puppets. That was really good. But this was a fun show in its current iteration, so I'm surprised to see it canceled and going away. Hopefully Disney does replace it with something and doesn't just leave it empty like the Hyperion and some of the other spaces that are in Disneyland. We have just empty stages sitting there, which is sad. This was a fun show for kids, so hopefully they do replace it with something that's fun. Hopefully soon, too. I haven't heard anything from Disney about it, but it's no longer here. It's kind of sad.
Necessities of life will come to you, it's true. The bare necessities of life will come to you, will come to you.
I have spent an embarrassing amount of time today on duck watch. I check the pond like every hour to see where the ducks are because I'm concerned about the ducklings. I always want to see them. Look at this little duckling that's nestled in with the mom. They are almost camouflaged. You can barely see them. Let me zoom in a little. I have it zoomed in very far now. You can barely see him through the grass, but there's a cute little duckling snuggled up next to his mom there sleeping. And there's 3 more that are just swimming in the pond, and they're kind of unattended, so I'm a little worried for them. Oh, there the mom moved around. There you can see the little baby better because they woke up. How cute are, oh my gosh, how cute is that? But yeah, I check like every hour during the spring when I'm here because I like to get in my steps. And I just stop by the ponds and I look around. I haven't seen them all day and it's about 5 o'clock and I finally saw the ducklings today. All right, here's the other 3, but mom's asleep. And the dads, I guess, might be watching them. I'm not really sure. The dads are still swimming around, but these guys are just doing whatever they want. They're a little young to be on their own, so I'm surprised they're not being supervised. Usually they just follow mom around for the first, 50 days until they're not babies anymore. It takes about 50, 60 days for babies to stop living with their parents because baby ducks have to learn to fly first. This duck has a lot to say. He's been quacking for a long time. It's one of those hybrid ducks. It's a cross between a mallard and another type of duck. And they look a little different than the actual mallard ducks. He's not a pureblood mallard, that's for sure, but he makes a lot of noise. One of the female ducks just flew into this pond and now seems to be supervising some of the small ones. They were off on their own for a long time, though. I was surprised. They're doing a good job. I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm just needlessly worrying. But I don't know, they're just so tiny to be on their own. It was surprising. 3 of them were just swimming around. There were no other ducks in sight. I went to Red Rose Tavern for dinner and I picked up my mobile order and it was slightly disappointing. It really was not my favorite item. It was the Veggie Fantasyland Fair Fold. Now this is pretty much the exact same thing as the Little Town Harvest Bowl, which I love. I think that's one of the best vegan options at Disneyland. It's absolutely delicious. There's enough hash browns to balance out the sauce and the cauliflower and the mushrooms and everything. This was the exact bowl. It was just put into a tortilla instead, but there was way too much sauce. There wasn't enough hash browns. They don't use tater tots. They use hash browns like the other Fantasyland Fair folds that they have. I like the chicken one and I like the beef one, but this one just did not work. It had no structural integrity. I don't know if I had bad expectations going into it because I talked to my friend about it the other day and she didn't like that one, but I had high hopes. I was still optimistic for it and it was not very good. I definitely would not recommend it. I definitely wouldn't eat that one again. Yeah, at least I tried it, but man, it had no structural integrity. It just kind of flopped all over the place when you picked it up. It was very wet. It was very, very wet on the inside. It was not good. It just was too much sauce going on. And I'm a sauce guy. Oh, monorail. That's awesome. I'm a sauce guy. I love sauce, but that was just all sauce. It has arugula, it has cauliflower, it has quinoa, it has mushrooms, and it also has a chili lime aioli, and it's fully vegan. So I really was looking forward to it. I like the plant-based options a lot here, but wow, that was a lot of chili lime aioli and quinoa. So there was nothing to hold it up. When you picked it up, it just kind of flopped all over the place, and it was way too wet in your mouth. It just did not taste good, and texturally, it did not work. There wasn't enough crunch. It needed something more to absorb the sauce and stuff. It needed more tater tots. They didn't put any tater tots, just hash browns. I think if they used tater tots and twice the amount, then it would be okay, but really just did not work. And the arugula, for some reason, tasted like hay to me. You guys know I don't really care for arugula. I can deal with it. I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite thing. But this arugula in particular was nasty. It was really gross in there. It really just tasted like hay to me, like hay smells, you know? I don't know. The whole thing was just really weird and really off. I doused it in honey mustard. Even the honey mustard didn't really save it. It was not very good. The best vegan option definitely is the Little Town Harvest Bowl. I just don't see how this improves the Little Town Harvest Bowl at all. It was definitely worse. So just go with the Little Town Harvest Bowl, which is served all day. It's not just a breakfast item anymore. You can get that anytime. And the wraps are only available after 4 p.m. So those are harder to get anyways. So just get the bowl. You'll be happy with that one. And the other thing I got was the spring stuff. It was identical to the gray stuff. It just had some pastel sprinkles on top. It was very nice looking. I like the gray stuff. I think it's a good dessert. I don't think it's exceptional, but it's a very good dessert overall. The cake is nice and moist. It's a red velvet cake on the inside. It's got a little dollop of raspberry compote on the inside as well. The raspberry is really nice with the red velvet, and the cream is like a buttercream crushed up with Oreos, and it's really good on the outside. That's what makes it gray, is just the Oreos crushed up into the buttercream. I think the icing is really good. I think the ratio of icing to cake could be a little better. I like a little more cake. I don't like cupcakes and stuff with too much icing on it. I like when there's a little less icing on a bigger cupcake, but that's just a personal preference of mine. So I think they could pull back on the icing just a little bit and add a little more of the red velvet cake itself in there. But overall, I think it was good. It's just funny they call it a spring stuff. Usually the seasonal variation, like we just had the green stuff for St. Patrick's Day, that was a mint version of it. This one has no other flavor alteration to it at all. It's just the same exact flavor as the red velvet cake with the raspberry. And I think the shortbread cookie that they serve it on is really useless. The shortbread cookie is really dry and it's always kind of stale. I don't know, I don't understand why they put it on a shortbread cookie, but it is a cute dessert and it is something fun to try, especially if you're a Beauty and the Beast fan and you want to try the gray stuff, which by the way would be like a pate. It'd be like a savory liver pate in the movie because it's French cuisine. But here at Disneyland, the gray stuff is a dessert and we like that. I like it in general. I would recommend that one. Definitely get that one over the Fantasyland Fair fold, the veggie fold. That just wasn't good, but the dessert was good. So I did stop by Company D before the park, the cast member store. They have a friends and family event right now, so friends of cast members can go and purchase stuff up until May, which is really nice. So on the left, I got the DVC Spirit jersey, and that one was $14.99. Normally, that's an $80 Spirit jersey. It's the one they had at Halloween. They also had a Disneyland version of this one, but this is the Disney Vacation Club specific one. So the logo on the front is a little different. It's the DVC logo on the front instead of the Disneyland D. And the one on the right was $34.99 instead of $80. And I love that one. It's got the classic characters on it. It's got Goofy, Donald, Mickey, Pluto, Minnie, and Daisy. And that's a little softer than most Spirit jerseys, which is a really nice touch. Let me show you guys the back of it too. This one says Disney Vacation Club member, and I love the orange and yellow tie-dye on it, and I love the characters too. We got Pluto, Mickey, and Goofy, and Chip and Dale as well. I wish Donald was on there. He's missing, but they look so nice in their little pumpkin patch. I really like their outfits. I liked all that Halloween merch, so I'm glad I got this one for a steep discount. $15, you can't beat that. And the back of this one has the Disneyland Resort logo and puffy lettering, and it's got the characters walking away. It's so funny because the front is the front of the characters and the back is the back of the characters. I like that. I think it's a really nice touch. This little Mickey pumpkin hat was $1.99 instead of $30. I have the other version with the Mickey bat on the front, and this one does glow in the dark, which is cool too. And the Boo to You also glows in the dark in the back. I love that hat. $2, that's a good deal. This might have been the best deal so far that I've ever got at Company D. These were 99 cents. They definitely ordered way too much Pixar Fest merch, and there's lots of Pixar Fest merch there. You can get the metal water bottles for $2.99. I love the inside, how it's red. This one is so cool. Very awesome. For 99 cents, you can't beat that. And it's a big mug. You can kind of eat soup out of it too. You don't just have to use it as a coffee mug. It's almost like a bowl-sized mug, which I like. I love the Stitch Halloween merchandise that they had, and they had this pumpkin Stitch, which is really awesome, for $2.99 only. And it was normally $19.99, but I got it for $3. What a good deal. And it's kind of hard to see, but the inside says Happy Halloween on the lip on the inside there.
A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, boy. I love Java, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto on the coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a slip me a slug from that wonderful mug. Then I'll cut her up till I'm stuck in a jug.
Well, thank you guys for joining me today. I think it was fun to look at the countdown to the 70th merchandise. At least we got to look at all of that when we first got here. It just came out yesterday, and I checked out a lot of new merchandise while I was here today, which is always kind of fun to do. It's kind of nice to be in the air conditioning in the stores. It was really busy in the stores today, but it was also really busy in the parks. It was a fun day. I had a great time today. I hope you guys had a great time too. We got to try some new food items, which is always fun to try. I didn't really care for that fold, but at least we tried it out. Today was great though. Thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you joining me today. And I will be back for Season of the Force in a couple of days. That's on Friday. So I'll see you guys for that. Take care.